Well, hello, hello. I hope you can hear me. Sorry about the little technical delay, but we are ready to start. So we're doing an anti-aging secrets webinar, and this is Anna Stropnik. I'm going to be your host for tonight. So we're going to learn today about everything, how to reverse aging from the inside and out. Hopefully you will find this valuable. Tonight, I'm super excited to share some of the top secrets when it comes to anti-aging. So, just a little bit about my personal background. I've been in the skincare industry for 23 years. I'm a licensed esthetician. And what I'm about to share is something that blew my mind as well, a brand new technology on how we can actually slow down and reverse the process of aging naturally. So what causes premature aging? It's basically 90% is our environment and lifestyle. So it's not that when we see somebody, having a great looking skin, that it is actually, genetics and they don't particularly use anything on their skin, but they just look younger. It's all the environment and lifestyle things that are causing all the damage on our skin. So for example, like sun, UV rays and pollutants that are everywhere in our environment are causing our skin what it's called oxidative stress, which means the free radical damage, and it's damaging every single cell inside and outside of our body. So skin being the first front line actually gets damaged by oxidative stress, but so do all the organs inside of our body as well. So certain foods as well, like additives, preservative, processed food, fast foods, and like herbicides, pesticides, all of that we are consuming every day in our diet, it's also affecting our skin and how we age as well. Smoking is a big one as well, and the secondhand smoking also that is just causing premature aging. So how does the skin age? If you see here on this diagram, we have actually the structure of our skin. So if you actually cut the skin and look under the microscope, this is how your skin looks like. So the top layer, it's called epidermis. That is really like what we actually think of as a real skin. That epidermal layer has 5 different layers. So if you imagine the bottom of this epidermal layer, it's basically brand new cells just being created, and they're moving up towards the surface, and then as they come to the surface, they shed off. And that process is called the turnaround process. That turnaround process on our skin lasts 28 days on a healthy young skin. So we always have debris of old skin shedding off like fish scales on the surface. Now you may think, oh, we just need to peel it off and then take it off and scrub it off. But that is actually that part of your epidermis called stratus corneum. The top part of stratus corneum is actually a protection from the environment, from UV rays. Actually, 50% of the UV rays reflect off your stratus corneum layer. So when we are being aggressive with peels on our skin and thinking just by using SPF we're going to have enough protection on our skin, it's not very much the case. So often when people are doing peels like all year around without letting the skin replenish that layer, we often see discolorations and the pigmentations in the skin. So that is that layer. Then you have underneath epidermal layer, it's your dermis layer, and this is where all the capillaries and little blood vessels, your glands, your sweat glands, your muscles, everything is part of that dermal layer. So when we cut our skin open and when we are bleeding, that is already cut through the skin and it's in that dermal layer. That's why we have the that's already in dermis layer. And then the last lastly, the bottom layer is called subcutaneous tissue. So this is where your fat cells are. So this is like the bottom layer of the skin. So this is all part of the skin. All of those 3 layers are part of the skin. And if you see in your dermal layer, is we have our collagen and elastin fibers. And we also have our oil glands. And if you see, there's one oil gland right here in the middle, the yellow thing. What our skin pores are just openings from a hair follicle. That is the pore of the skin. Now, our pores are absorbing everything that we put on our skin, but there's certain things like certain products that cannot be absorbed because our skin is actually, protecting us. So the ingredients, they have to be micronized in order for our skin to penetrate deeper in the deeper layers. So when you have something that is going to like stimulate your cellular renewal, to stimulate your collagen production, it needs to be able to penetrate through the layer of the skin. So if you're using just what I call like base creams, something that has a really heavy base, that has like petroleum or like one of those like mineral oils, it does not penetrate the skin. So you're only really moisturizing that top layer, the stratus corneum layer, which is just the dead skin. So, wouldn't you want to hydrate all the layers of the skin and have that luminous look on your skin? So as our skin ages, there's a few things that happen. So remember we said during that turnaround process, that is 28 days, as we age, that slowly like progresses. So our skin doesn't replenish itself as fast as it used to when we were younger. So that process takes longer and longer. So up to maybe like 70 days when we are in the 70s and 80s. So our skin is not producing new cells as fast as it was. Another thing that happens, it also happens that we are losing our collagen and elastin. So collagen is what's keeping your skin firm, and elastin is what's keeping it elastic. So when we have that dull, looking skin, like droopy skin, that is because of the lack of collagen and elastin. And lastly, our oil glands, as we age, they stop producing so much oil. And oil is something that we need as lubrication. It's also connecting water, so it's hydrating our skin, because like oilier skin, they actually are able to keep moisture inside better than like drier skin. So if your skin was dry as when you were younger, as you get older, it's going to get drier and drier. If your skin was oily when you were younger and you had maybe acne, as you're getting older, your skin is going to become like more neutral, and then like dry. So that's why they say sometimes that like oilier skin age better, but it's not always the truth. So here on this diagram, what you can see is you can actually see what that environment and our lifestyle are doing to every single skin cells, but also to every cell inside of our body as we age. So just if you imagine the apple cut open and you expose it to oxygen, what will happen is apple is going to turn brown. So if you look on the bottom diagram, you see a normal skin. You see it's perfectly round. You see the nucleus inside. You see like everything is like nice and shiny. Then the cell gets attacked by free radicals, and free radicals is all the pollutants and all the toxins we were mentioning before. So smoking, like environment, UV rays, all of that is attacking our skin and attacking every single cell in our body. So eventually we will have cell with oxidative stress. Now, before, there was not much hope that we will be able to reduce this oxidative stress. So that's why we always used to say that aging is irreversible. So if we damaged our skin when we were younger, there's not a whole lot we can do. But I'll show you during this webinar that it's not completely true. So I just wanted to show you because like pictures, the real pictures, they speak better than just diagrams. I wanted to show you my friend Jen and a couple of more pictures before and afters when you are using methodology, which we call nerve to technology on our skin and inside of our body as well. So if you, as you can see, this is Jen, like her after picture, like she looks like 10 years younger. So look at the eyes, and like all the lines are way better. If you look at the chin line, it's all lifted, and way better. So as an esthetician, I've never seen results like this from a skincare, from a natural skincare. But what this does, it actually will make your skin create everything that it needs to heal itself. So it will create its own antioxidants, it will create its own collagen elastin. So when you cut your skin open, you know how those cells like rush, and like microbiome, like all of those floras, they rush to repair the skin as fast as they can, so you get a little scar. So this is what this method is actually doing to the skin. It's making it repair itself. So that oxidative stress that you saw in the previous diagram is not so much irreversible anymore, and these pictures are just proving it. So if you see Alisa here, this is her before and after with acne. So it's not only that this method is actually helping with lines and wrinkles and aging, but it's also helping to regulate the skin that has acne and overproduction of oils in the skin, because it helps to balance everything out. And then lastly, this is my friend and partner, business partner Gay. So these are her three pictures. The first one is before starting nerve to activation. The middle one is after 3 months, and then last one is after 9 months. Now she's been on it now for over a year, for probably a year and a half, but this was just when these pictures were taken. So you can see an amazing difference, like not just on lines and wrinkles, just skin looks fresher, younger. If she was put on a time machine, like to measure like her skin's age, it would probably like measure it 10 years younger. So if you look under the eyes, like, and also especially like looking at the upper lid, how much more lifted it is, and then if you look like around the mouth area, and also in particularly there's a little bit of rosacea and sun damage on her skin. So just look at her complexion with no makeup on the third picture, how much brighter and healthier the skin is looking. So this is no fillers, no Botox, no nothing. So what did we know before? How do we reduce oxidative stress? We always thought, taking antioxidants like vitamins A, C, and E and putting them topically on the skin will help reduce that damage. But what we are actually doing is it's really one antioxidant per one free radical and done. So that is the ratio that these antioxidants are working. So yeah, it's better than nothing, but it was not creating that permanent result we were hoping for, and actually reversing that process of oxidative stress and free radical damage in the skin. So when you are, so this is showing what nerve to activation, specifically with our little yellow pill, is doing. It creates millions per second of antioxidants inside of our body, inside of every single cell of our body, and it's a ratio 1 per million. So just compare it, what is better, 1 to 1 or 1 to million of antioxidants fighting that oxidative stress and reversing it. So what had inspired the skincare that we will talk about in this live video as well, is this little yellow pill. So these are the ingredients of the little yellow pill. It's milk thistle, turmeric, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. And in this particular synergy, in this pattern that we created, the Dr. Joe McCord created like almost 20 years ago, he discovered that this is the best ratio that activates that nerve to every single time, and it's the most potent. So he trialed probably like thousands of different ratios, and he picked the best herbs that are doing exactly that, and every single time on everybody. So they're clinically proven to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, which is huge. There was nothing like that before. But what it did is, when they were testing this pill, and they were testing it for so many things, because like there's over 200 diseases that are caused and linked directly to oxidative stress, they were also doing research on the skin. So they were crushing the pill, and they were actually testing it on the skin. So they've seen like much faster recovery on how the skin is repairing itself. It's scarring and anti-inflammatory and all of that was improved. So they decided they're going to create skincare based on this little yellow pill. So I will show you. So they created True Science. This is the old packaging of True Science that you see here, but we have like the studies that they showed after 4 weeks, the skin appears renewed and visibly younger looking. So 95% more moisturized and hydrated, 94% smoother, 88% brighter and more luminous, and 87% younger looking skin. So you would say, okay, there's so many products out there, and there is, I agree completely. There's so many products out there that do that same thing. So what is different? Difference is the Nerve 2 technology. We are the only company that actually uses Nerve 2 technology in their skincare and in their product. So we have exclusive patent to it. And what is Nerve 2 technology? It has anti-aging patent. So not only it will protect our skin from um, free radical and oxidative stress damage in the future, it also helps to reduce oxidative stress damage that was done in the past. So absolutely incredible what this skincare can do. So if you see here on the right diagram, with they did a testing for 7 days using retinol and using Nerve 2 technology. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with retinol, retinol is just derivative of vitamin A, and it's been so far the best thing out there for to treat acne and to help with skin's aging. But um, when you compared retinol technology after 7 days with Nerve 2 technology, you see how much better those skin cells are organized, and it's way, way more effective. So this is actually clinical proof that what Nerve 2 technology is doing to the skin. And if you've seen the pictures before, without irritating the skin, without putting like harsh chemicals, because with retinol, lots of skins, like very sensitive skins, cannot even use it. So it creates flakiness and sensitivity. And what I was explaining before, because it removes that top layer, which is this, the protection against UV on our skin, it will actually make the skin more sun sensitive, more heat sensitive, and all of that, more irritated. So how would you like to have a skincare that doesn't have that, that has a proven, scientifically proven technology, patented technology, that will improve the skin texture, and it will reduce lines and wrinkles and reverse our aging damage that has been done on the skin, and continue protecting it for years ahead. This is the difference. So this is what our skincare is doing. So this is what it consists of. It's a facial cleanser, perfecting lotion, eye serum, and an anti-aging cream. Now, with the facial cleanser, what you need to consider with the facial cleanser, I know some people will like, oh, I just use soap and water, I just use whatever. And first thing, lots of them have like hard detergents like sulfates that are stripping not only dirt and makeup and whatever is on our skin, but also they're stripping natural oils that are cemented between every single cell of our skin. So you don't want to be doing that because it's damaging, it's shaking up the cell walls when you remove that natural barrier of the skin. So you want to have a cleanser that removes the dirt really effectively, but that is gentle enough that doesn't strip off the natural oils in the skin. So this cleanser has that. And the other thing, it's pH balanced. Now, if you knew this, our skin actually has the acidity 5.5. That is our pH of the skin. So our skin is not neutral. And when you're using soap or even some cleansers, when they're aggressive, they're not all pH balanced. So they will mess up that natural pH of the skin. And you know, like from maybe gut health, that we have that microbiome, that we have that good bacteria living on the surface of our skin. So when we cut our skin open, they're there to protect it and to help it heal. We are removing that good flora by messing up the pH that they live in. So we cannot be removing that pH layer of the skin. And another thing, it will dehydrate the skin as well. So that's why cleanser is really, really important. The next thing is the perfecting lotion. What that does, it is like a toner. It actually helps with tone of the skin. It helps reverse like any discoloration, pigmentation, age spots on the skin, but it doesn't do it harshly. It's all just the natural herbs that just help your skin function better, make your melanocytes, your melanin producing cells function better, and visibly improving those hyperpigmentations without us having to strip and do peels and use like like stripping agents, even some chemicals that are forbidden in certain countries, to have the same effect. So that is what perfecting lotion is for, and it's a really nice serum. Now, most of the products out there, like toners and lotions that you will find, they have alcohol in them as one of the ingredients, even if it's just a small percentage of alcohol to help to break down the activity of ingredients. Usually it's like 1 to 3%. It is so bad because it will like really damage the skin. It dehydrates the skin. So this toner and lotion has zero alcohol, and I cannot even explain to you how great that is for sensitive skins, because that's something that is a big irritant on skins with sensitivity, with rosacea and eczema, which I used to have. So absolutely amazing, refreshing and hydrating on the skin. Then we have the eye serum. So our eye serum doesn't only help with like puffiness, dark circles, lines, crow's feet under the eyes, but also helps, you've seen on the pictures, helps to lift the eyelid as well. Absolutely amazing. I must say, my personal experience, I've always been very cautious with using eye creams because most of them out in the market, doesn't matter the brand, would irritate my eyes and I would get like a red and allergy and swelling. But with this one, I was like kind of skeptic, and I've never even like used eye cream permanently because every single one I used for 20 some years eventually would start irritating me. So that's why it's so important not to have alcohol, not to have those like harsh chemicals that will irritate the eye. So really, I'm really impressed with that. And then lastly, the anti-aging cream. So that was the first cream that was ever created, and it helps exactly what it does, patented to reduce the signs of aging, our lines and wrinkles on our skin, all of that oxidative stress damage. And oxidative stress and free radical damage is like number one cause of aging. So you can actually have your skin looking way better and doing it naturally, without fillers, without Botox, just by activating that nerve too. So this is a brand new technology. I'm super, super excited to share this with you tonight. So for those of you who stayed on during this webinar, I thank you very much. And if you'd like to try True Science, we have a special for you just for the next 72 hours. If you buy our True Science skincare kit, you will also get a free bottle of Protendum Nerve 2. So this is what we call our little yellow pill. It's $40 value. And what this will do, it will reduce that aging internally. So most of the people that you saw in the pictures are using both. You know, they're using the system, the skincare system, but they're also taking the little yellow pill inside to reduce the oxidative stress damage inside of our body, making us have more energy, sleep better, reduce inflammation, and reduce pain. So you get $40 worth of a product when you purchase the skincare kit, and it also comes with free shipping. So it's $114.99 for the whole kit, and it's worth every penny, trust me. So that is our skincare special. But also, if you want to just try, you know, like one product, if it's a cleanser, just the lotion, eye serum, or the anti-aging cream, so if you decide to buy that in the next 72 hours, you will also get a free hand cream, anti-aging hand cream, also nerve 2 technology. So we always neglect our hands, you know, and this is where aging really, really shows. So with this system, buying any of the True Science products, you also get a free hand cream in the next 72 hours. So hopefully you found value in this, and I'm very happy I had a pleasure sharing this information with you. And comment below if you have any questions. I would love to help answer them. So have a great night.